Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 111. And I'm actually already in the parking lot at work. Had a lot of stuff to do on the way here. Got up at a pretty decent time. Was able to relax a little bit at the house before leaving. Had a good night last night. Can't complain about it. I'd love to duplicate that a couple more times this week. At least that's putting us a little bit closer to our goals for the year. Today, working in the office, as you would expect, and I think I only have the one team meeting today. I'm checking right now. It looks like just the one team meeting this afternoon. So I got plenty of time to do the things I want to do. I want to get in there, get caught up on whatever came in over the weekend, and get my flights booked, and maybe even the hotels booked, and then we can start planning our next trip, which would be Vegas in August. So that's what I want to focus on today. I want to get 2 sessions at the casino in today as well, and hopefully make $300 or $400 at that place, and just go from there. Take it one step at a time. So this morning, it's an extremely nice day outside. It's like mostly cloudy, but it's 63 degrees already early in the morning, 8 o'clock, so it's going to be a nice day. That's really all that's on my mind right now. So for now, I'm going to let you go, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back and just leaving the office, heading out to our first stop of the day, and we're going to play some slots. I did get a call. Somebody needs some help also financially with the situation, and I'm pretty much obligated to help out on it. So nothing that's their fault or anything, and it's a temporary setback for them, but I'm not too worried about it. So I will be calling them in a minute and getting that worked out and getting them the money that they need for that. So it's a little annoying, when you're working your butt off for pennies and nickels and dimes, and then someone asks you for hundreds. But there's some things that you can't say no to. So gonna take care of that probably this afternoon, and go from there, one step at a time. Heading out to our first stop of the day, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. I'm done there, and just heading back to the office, trying to get things figured out here for the day. Really wasn't much going on, although the first play I had was a $10 a spin play. It looked pretty good to me, and it just did not work out. Ended up losing about $350 on that play. It's a really bad start for my first play, and continued on then, and all I did was try to chip away at that and try to get that back, and couldn't quite make it all the way. I did see another AP in there. I talked to him for a little while. He was telling me his sad stories about stuff and what happened and all that stuff, and went and got some food, and then wrapped it up, took one more lap around, and ended up leaving down $32. So not bad, down 32. Got a free meal, and I found a few small plays, but nothing good. So, and there were some very, very borderline not good plays, and I elected not to play those. So had some restraint there at least. Anyway, right now we are going to head back to the office. I also need to figure out this money situation. I would rather do it with a check so it's on the record, but I'd have to go all the way home, which is like an hour and a half from where I am right now, to get the money or to get the check. So I'm just trying to think of my options here, but I'm going to get all that taken care of, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back, just leaving the office, 3 o'clock. Finished up all the team meetings, did all that stuff. Everything's good, no problems anywhere. I was able to make another like $120 or so doing some miscellaneous stuff, but I ran out of time. I could have done a little bit more today, but ran out of time. Now we have to go back to the casino, try to make some more, well, not more, we didn't make any money this morning, try to make some money and see what happens. Looks like it's about to rain, so hopefully we don't get caught in the rain here, but it's still pretty warm, 76 degrees. Looking at the map here, it looks like a lot of rain moving into the area, so probably will get wet when I get to this place. Also figured out the financial situation to help someone. Unfortunately, it's a pretty big chunk of money, but what are you going to do? Should get it back 6 months to a year, I would say. Hopefully earlier than that. But as for right now, we're going to head off to this casino, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, I think I could talk about this now because it is over already. But, and I don't know, I may have mentioned something, but not in too much detail. But basically there was a possible positive EV situation at a casino where they rolled over one jackpot from one game to another, and basically the odds of hitting this jackpot were 1 in 22,100, if that tells you what the game is. And it was $1 for the side bet, and the payout went from 1,500 before they moved the money to over 64,000 when they did move the money. And we had calculated a possible, we calculated like $1.87, a friend of mine did, per hand EV, betting the minimum. But then we discovered that in the evenings, sometimes they raise the minimum, so you're losing some EV there. And then the play only lasted a day, but it was never a play. We thought it was, and we were considering playing it, and we opted not to play it just because it would take a long time to hit it. And since there were 5 tables, not just one where we could lock down the table until we won it, since there were 5 tables, we decided not to do it. Well, as it turned out, the side bet was increased from $1 to $5, so it was not a deal anymore. It was a negative EV play after all. So whether we play, well, we should not never have played it in the first place, but we didn't know that they were going to raise it to $5 instead of $1. So that was what I was working on with a friend, and it didn't work out. But good job finding that, and thanks for lunch the other day. I appreciate it, and we'll work on something together. So very smart guy, good guy. All right, guys, I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and went by this casino. Went in, it was a nice day, came out, it's raining, but we expected that. We saw that coming in on the radar. The problem now is it's going to be rush hour and raining, which is going to take forever to get home. So we're going to take it easy, just enjoy our trip and not worry about it, take our time. I went in and I'm looking around and I'm seeing nothing. Go around the back area, seeing nothing. And then I find a play, and I play that one, and I'm down like $32 or something on that play, and continue looking, and I'm still seeing nothing. And finally I find another play, and it was like a dream play. It was a little over $5 a spin, and played that. I was only in it for about maybe $100 and something, $110 or so when it hit, and it paid out pretty nicely. It's like one of those dream situations that you're like, really? Did someone really do this for me? And it paid out $441.90, and happy about that. So after all the dust settled, I ended up leaving that place ahead, $303. And there was one girl in there. It was funny. That was the only machine I couldn't check until the very end. She was playing this machine, and she looked exactly like one of my old tenants. And I actually expected her to look at me and say, "Hey Joe, how you doing?" And luckily it was not her, because I do not want to talk to her. I've had some strange ones, to say the least. Not that I'm not strange, but more strange than me, if you can imagine that. So yeah, overall made 303 earlier. We lost 32, and then did some stuff online, made like 120. So overall didn't do too bad. Made about $400 today, and we may be able to have an opportunity to do something else tonight. I'm not sure. It's going to depend on the weather and some other things. But I am also going to try to do some stuff at home, try to knock out some tasks that need to be done at home tonight as well. So not sure if there's going to be another part to this or not, but we'll find out. I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.